We begin here in Washington, where the U.S. Supreme Court, the nation's highest court in the land, took up a seminal case involving presidential candidate Donald Trump. The 9 justices heard arguments in Trump's appeal of a December ruling by Colorado's top court, which disqualified him from the state's Republican primary ballot to be held on March 5th. The Colorado court found that Trump participated in the January 6th insurrection of 2021. The court heard arguments for 2 hours of high-stakes back and forth from both sides. Both conservative and liberal members of the top court expressed concern over individual states deciding which candidates can be on the presidential ballot. The Supreme Court has a 6-3 conservative majority, including 3 justices appointed by Donald Trump himself. Chief Justice John Roberts, a conservative, said there could be a daunting consequence if Colorado's ruling is in fact upheld. Justice Elena Kagan, a liberal appointed by former President Barack Obama, appeared skeptical about leaving presidential ballot issues to individual states. This is being touted as the most consequential election law case to reach the Supreme Court since it halted the Florida vote count in 2000 for president, with Republican George Bush narrowly leading Democrat Al Gore. In Thursday's hearing, Trump's counsel denied that January 6 events constituted an insurrection and said only Congress can disqualify a candidate. Speaking in Florida, Donald Trump said he hoped for a ruling in his favor.
So I just say that in watching the Supreme Court today, I thought it's a very beautiful process. I hope that democracy in this country will continue because right now we have a very, very tough situation with all of the radical left ideas, with the weaponization of politics. They weaponize it like it's never been weaponized before. It's totally illegal, but they do it anyway. And it has to stop.
The U.S. Supreme Court hearing is crucial as the American presidential race heads to Super Tuesday. On March 5th, Colorado and over a dozen other states will hold their presidential nomination contest, and the court is expected to issue its ruling before voting in those states get underway. But if the court upholds the Colorado decision, it would amount to a stunning declaration that Donald Trump did, in fact, engage in an insurrection and is barred by the 14th Amendment from holding office ever again. This would allow states to keep him off the ballot. Meanwhile, for Trump's likely rival, President Joe Biden, already the oldest U.S. president in history at 81, age continues to be his Achilles heel. In the latest, a U.S. Special Counsel's investigation report into Biden's handling of classified documents stated Biden will not face charges for knowingly taking classified documents when he left the vice president's office in 2017. However, while Special Counsel Robert Hur's report made clear no charges are forthcoming, it made a litany of sharp attacks aimed directly at Biden's age. It called Biden, quote, an elderly man with a poor memory, suggesting he could not even remember when his son died. When questioned about his fitness to lead, here's what the angry President Joe Biden had to say.
I'm well-meaning, and I'm an elderly man, and I know what the hell I'm doing. I've been president. I put this country back on its feet. I don't need his recommendation. It's totally
How bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad, I let you speak. That's
Do you feel your memory has gotten worse, Mr. President?
My memory has not gotten. My memory is fine. My memory. Take a look at what I've done since I've become president.
Earlier this week, Biden spoke at a fundraiser where he told the audience that he had spoken to long-dead French President François Mitterrand instead of current French President Emmanuel Macron at a G7 summit in 2021. On Wednesday, talking about that same G7 meeting, Biden said he met German Chancellor Helmut Kohl, who died in 2017 instead of then Chancellor Angela Merkel. The investigation and report led by a Donald Trump holdover is potential gold for Biden's political opponents. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.